Yeesh. What the hell's going on over there? I need this baby. Let's see if they'll run my 13s too. You gotta go, baby. Set it up. Coming back like a hurricane. Da, 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 da. Da, na, 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 na.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Damn, I should have definitely pumped this one, but it's all good.
Thank the Titans you are here. The Storm Perch has been breached, and the Storm Riders corrupted.
Okay, that works.
Hurry! If we free these
What the
Storm
fuck are we
Perch,
waiting
we
for?
can fly there and try to end this madness.
Watch your Watch your
Excellent!
Watch your
I will distract them here. We can link.
We need more than that.
Frontal. AOE incoming. Frontal. AOE incoming.
I think I'll save my Infernals. Yeah, fuck it. I'll save it for here. Not bad.
Frontal. AOE incoming. Frontal. Watch your step. AOE incoming. Watch your step.
Right by
Your
it.
survival wasn't Watch your step.
How was that done, dude? I don't know, man. We still got time though, I think. Don't fuck ups, never mind. He bricks it, then runs. It's crazy, bro. Crazy, bro. He bricks it and ran. Ah, I really needed that. What it is, what it is. Just going back in. It was that resilience. Let's try to get in there, dude. Take me back, brother. Hey, take me back. Go. Get our second chance here, and it's very needed. This right here, like that, and like this, that, this, like this, that, this, like this, that, this, like this. Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba. Not do it like this too, right? How do I do it on this? I don't remember. Bam. Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba. Oh, oh no, I did. I did. I'm an incomplete.
And like this.
Whoa, baby. 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 Alright, see if we're lucky on this. Second chance right here. That's what we need. Yo.
Thank the Titans you are here. The Storm Perch has been breached, and the Storm Riders corrupted.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Thank the Titans you are here. The Storm Perch has been breached, and the Storm Riders corrupted. Hurry! If we free these storm rooks, we can fly there and try to end this mess.
Watch your Watch your Watch your
While you go to the roosts, I will distract them here. We can link.
The title, the glory, it should have been mine, Pilgrim. You never deserved to be Stormward!
Frontal. AOE incoming. Frontal. AOE incoming. Frontal. Frontal. AOE incoming. Frontal. AOE incoming. Frontal. Watch your step. 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 Watch your step.
Your survival wasn't necessary.
Watch your step. 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 Watch your step.
Finally, I thought I'd have to fight Goran on my own.
Pulling in.
Spread.
Pulling in.
Spread.
Pulling in.
Spread.
Pulling in.
Spread. Run out.
Pulling in. Pulling in. Pulling in. Pulling in.
Come then, face me. I command this rookery by right. Share in my gift.
Watch
Your
where.
death is my directive.
Pulling in.
My valor, your
Run.
ruin.
Watch where.
Death is my directive. Share in my gift.
Target you. Watch where.
Might of my hammer.
Pulling in.
Trust my
Run.
power. Feel my blessing.
Watch where.
Death is my directive.
Target you. Watch where.
Death is my directive.
Pulling in.
Trust my
Run.
power. Feel my blessing.
Watch where.
Might of my hammer.
Target you. Watch where.
Death is my directive. Gnome, share in my
Target you.
Pulling in.
Run.
know my might.
Watch where.
Death is my directive. My strength prevails. Feel my blessing.
Watch where.
Death is my directive. The invaders are vanquished. My duty done. I command this rookery by right. Share in my gift.
Watch where.
Might of my hammer.
Pulling in.
My valor, your
Run.
ruin.
Watch where.
Death is my directive. Share in my gift.
Watch where.
Death is my directive.
Target you.
Pulling in.
My valor, your
Run.
ruin. Share in my
Target you. What way?
Might of my hammer!
Pulling in.
My valor, your
Run.
ruin! Share in my gift.
What way?
Might of my hammer!
Target you. What way?
Your death is my directive. Know my might. Share in my gift.
Pulling in.
Trust my
Run.
power.
Target you. What way?
Might of my hammer.
Target you.
Know my might. Share in my
What way?
Your death is my directive.
Pulling in.
My valor, your
Run.
ruin.
Target you. What way?
Might of my hammer. This
Watch orb. Spread. Watch orb.
I do not like that it feels darker and colder as we go down. But there are more
Spread.
survivors to rescue. The lift is out.
Spread.
If we want to keep going, we will have to go down the Storm Rider way. Follow me. What is that? What did Gorin bring here? We have to take it down.
AOE incoming. Watch your step. Spread. 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 Watch orb.
I simply wish you had lasted a little longer.
Watch orb. Watch orb. Watch orb.
Your survival wasn't necessary.
Watch orb.
Your survival wasn't necessary.
What's up?
What's up, man?
What's going on?
You know me. Getting kicked. Should I
Well, they're
take
RPing
that
and fucking
mofo? Me RPing?
Goldshire.
Me now, man. I should.
Yeah.
I got kicked out
Yeah,
my
you're on
raid.
Moonguard.
So
With red, you're on Moonguard with fucking Red Thotty. Why'd you get kicked out?
I don't know, bro. They're like, Drip, we're gonna have to have you
Well, you-
sit out. I don't know what the fuck I did. I was just like, oh, what do I did? Over there on top of the meters or something.
Fucking-
Like, what the fuck? I don't whisper that guy like, yo, you bullied me to the point where I'm just gonna report you for bullying. Like, yo, man, anti-bullying
Man,
is
last
not
night,
allowed in
I
Warcraft.
guess you.
What I do last night?
Last night when I guess you left your computer, and it was like 3:30 in the morning, and your kids got on and had your headset on and were like trying to talk to me and shit. I was like,
Yo,
man,
I-
I'm not dealing with this. So I drug you down into the AFK channel.
Dude, you know, I
Because me and Josh, Josh was shit faced and he was cut
yeah.
and saying all sorts, and we were talking about all sorts of different shit that I didn't want kids to be hearing. So I was like, nah, I'm not about to fucking deal with this.
Bro, I passed out, right? And then
Yeah.
I was gone, bro. Like I was passed out, dog. And damn, I gotta fly over here. I didn't know my kids were awake at 3:30. I thought it was like 6. You know, when they woke me up, and I felt like it was still
Yeah.
dark outside, but I was like, okay, it's still like 6 o'clock in the morning. These kids just woke up early. It's like super early. I wasn't thinking no 3 o'clock, bro. These kids were all around my house. I'm making all the noises, dog. And I'm like, yo, chill out. What are y'all doing? They come in my room. We're just playing, Dad. Nothing. We're just playing. I'm like, yo, please go to sleep. Come lay down with me and shit. They ran out my room, bro. I was so tired that I just fell back
Yeah.
to sleep, bro. But then I woke up and they were like sleeping on my bed and shit. I was like, damn, what? They must have like played for like 2 hours. In my mind, I'm thinking they're only playing for like 2-3 hours. But then the buddy that stays with me,
Yeah.
he's like, nah, these kids were awake at like 3:30, and I was like, there's no chance, bro.
Yeah, it was at least 3, because me and Josh didn't go to bed till after 4.
Damn, that's crazy.
We were just
I woke up and I seen me in the
Yeah, we stayed up
AFK
pretty
channel.
late.
I was like, ah, passed out on these guys. He said I.
well, yeah,
dragged-
because like we were talking, and he was like saying like we were sending each other music and talking about like all these chicks from high school and shit, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden I hear your headset just start like scraping and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then one of your kids, I don't know. I mean, you have 3, right?
Yeah, it was the twins. One of the twins.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, so I heard like one talking in the background and the other one had the headset on, and I could tell because like his voice was real clear. He's like, hold on, wait a sec. And the other kid, I couldn't hear what he was saying. He was like, just hold on, and he was like, wait a minute, I'm gonna try. I want to do something. And I was like, oh man, these guys gotta go. They don't need to be hearing this shit. We're talking about fucking goth chicks, titties and shit from high school.
Bro. That's funny as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
They said anything to you?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't think they understood like what was happening.
Yeah.
Like they heard voices. I don't know if they thought it was like a video or I have no idea. But yeah, I drug you down there. I was like, nah, I'm not dealing with that right now.
That's so
Damn
funny.
badass kids.
Yo, this the twins. one of the twins woke up
4,
and woke up one of the other twins.
1.
So like, so he wasn't alone. They hate being alone, so
Yeah.
they wake up each other and shit. You know what I mean? And it's just like, bro, you
Yeah.
can't be doing that shit, bro.
Yeah, twins are weird.
Yeah, bro. It's like,
The
damn.
expedition built the priory as a place to
Mine and Alex,
contemplate
me and
the
Alex have
mysteries of
our
Elgar.
two of our step siblings are twins, and they always did weird shit like that.
But of late,
Right? It's crazy.
devotees have become
Like, bro, what are you
secretive.
doing?
Yeah, they you know your kids, they look a lot alike. They're I think what are they called, maternal twins? They
Yeah.
both look alike.
Yeah.
But Dylan and Molly, like Dylan looks exactly like his mom, and then you know he has brown hair and he's kind of olive skinned, you know, kind of almost like Italian skin.
Right.
And then Molly has like strawberry blonde hair and she's pale and she looks exactly like her dad. Like they look like polar opposite. They don't even look related, but they're twins.
Crowd control. Watch your casting. Watch your step.
Fuck, I didn't mean to do that. Let me live. Let me live. Thank you, Lord Jesus.
I got the priest done today. Took
Nice,
like 45 minutes. Be rank
Priest.
4 on Tuesday.
You
At
got
level
it to,
51 with
you got it at
6.
60? Or what?
No, it's
What's
it's
your step?
51.
What do you mean you got it done? What'd you get done today?
I got the ranking. Like I got capped out. I got to rank 4 from unranked.
Okay.
Yeah, it took an hour and 16 honorable kills is all it took, dude. This shit is so crazy now. Like my rogue, I'll be rank 9, almost rank 10 on Tuesday. I'm capped out. Let me see. I have 175 honorable kills lifetime. When I did this shit in the first classic, my druid had like 32,000 honorable kills just to get to rank 11.
Spread. Crowd control.
And that my druid that's 14 has like 2,200. This shit is crazy. But I mean, you know, people bitch about it like, oh, it took the prestige out of it and all that. It's like, dude, this shit is 20 years old. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Why didn't you do it? Why didn't you do it in 2005? Why didn't you do it in 2019? Like, why are you bitching now?
Right? Why do they complain about
Why don't
something
you
like
go
so
play on a
stupid?
fucking dude? Because people have to complain about something. That's how it works.
control.
Everyone has to bitch about something.
Watch your step.
Like, I don't like the changes. If they're gonna change it, then change the whole thing. Don't just half-ass change it. I didn't like the,
Well, I mean,
the boosting shit from last time they did. But you know what? It is what
Yeah,
it is.
yeah, they're still doing that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna stop playing.
And I
the
mean,
game 'cause
I
did
use it. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Fuck
you
it if
know.
it's there. Why not? You know what I mean?
Dude, I've leveled 100 goddamn characters.
Yeah, I'm not gonna cry and stop playing. I'm
I'm
not gonna
tired of
unsub.
that shit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna unsub the
Watch
game
yourself.
because I did it. I'm just like, fuck it, you know.
Yeah,
I'd rather than
I mean,
not
you
do
know,
it.
it's not
but-
my favorite thing
Yeah,
because like most of the people doing it are like gold sellers,
yeah,
but at the same time, like I've done these quests so many fucking times that I could damn near recite them to you, like
Yeah,
from
yeah,
1 to
cool.
60, and I don't want to fucking do that shit anymore. But I want to have characters to play in Burning Crusade, and this like vanilla is the only time that you can get boosted. Like you have to legit level
yeah, yeah.
after Burning Crusade pre-patch because they change how AoE works. And they change how like big level gaps eat more experience. I'm thinking about boosting 100 to 35 just so I can have another hide cooldown. I need to start doing that shit because I want to have 10,000 gold going into Burning Crusade. That
got
way
it,
I'm
bro.
ready and I have. Yeah, I've got 1,200 gold
step.
raw now, and then I've got like another 1,600 gold
Watch your
and
step.
shit saved up.
Stop casting.
Maybe more. We'll see. Because I've got almost 2 full jewel crafting kits to get from 1 to 300.
Right.
Because I'm taking advantage. You know how these stupid motherfuckers put shit up cheap?
Oh man, all the time, bro. That's why I got so upset. with
I
this
buy
shit.
every gem I see that's at vendor price or
Watch
like
your
close to it. I buy every single one. and I've got like 400 gems that I paid. Like,
Watch your
I mean,
step.
worst case scenario, I can sell them to the fucking ammo vendor there in Stormwind
Yeah,
and
yeah.
get all my money back that I spent on them. Dude, so you know Star
Watch
Rubies,
your
they
step.
vendor for 50 silver. I've bought like 6 or 7 of them for like 27 silver. Dude, these motherfuckers are so dumb.
Yeah. I don't know why they do this shit.
Crowd control.
The thing,
It's because they're stupid.
yeah, when I bought that pattern for like 7 gold, and these people were in the auction house trying to sell it for like vendor price, I was like, yo, what are you doing? What is the whole purpose of buying the thing to sell it at a vendor price? If you could just vendor the damn
Yeah.
thing. Like you're really trying to come up
Yep, it's fucking dumb.
and make gold off 30 silver? The fuck are you doing? The shit really pissed me off
Yeah,
when
these
they
motherfuckers
dropped
all
the
run
high
around.
when they dropped the high to like it hurt my feelings, bro.
Yeah, that I think there wasn't like there's a decent
your step.
demand for it because of Devil Sore, but I think everybody knew that, so everybody had a fucking leather worker.
Yeah. Well, by then,
But
by
I'm
now,
willing to
you
bet
know.
that a lot of people. Well, yeah, but I'm willing to bet because the high prices, like they haven't gone below. The cheapest I've ever seen them is 23 gold. They have not gone below that, and they've been that or like they've gone from 23 to 30 gold for almost 3 months now, and that tells me that there's not. I think people dropped leatherworking and like leveled engineering or something.
Yeah.
You know, because engineering, it makes decent money, and like it's
The
if
goggles
you want to
are
like
fucking
parse well,
awesome.
you gotta have the. Well, they're the goggles. Yeah,
And they're
those.
really good, and when BC comes, like that is like a lot
Yeah,
of people's
yeah. It's
goods.
engineering is just like if you want to parse high, you have to have
Just-
engineering. Like
Yeah.
healer, tank, DPS, I
Crowd
don't care.
control.
Like you have to have it. But
You must defeat
I'm
their
not fucking doing
prior.
that. I'm gonna have engineering on my warrior. Like I'm saving because I've got my blacksmithing up to 270 on my warrior, and I've got all the thorium, but I have to be level 50 to get it any higher because you have to be level 50 to get the quest for the recipes. But I'm saving everything, you know, I'm mining and blacksmithing, and I'm just saving everything for when Burning Crusade comes out
Watch
because
your step.
engineering gets a lot cheaper. Like it costs a lot less material and to
Watch
get
your step.
to where you can start making TBC shit in Burning Crusade than right now, so I don't want to waste that money.
Watch your step.
Right.
And plus leveling my warrior and like having it at 60 and shit, I'll be able to mine and make money off of that too. So
Oh yeah. Dude, heal me. I don't have no potions.
Watch your
I
step.
suck.
Wish
You
had
suck.
lasted
What
a
the
little
fuck?
longer.
Why are you dead? I don't know why they did it, but they did it. Don't leave. We got this. Now we got 6 deaths. My key is fucked. You died 4 times?
Watch your step.
Oh shit.
Watch your step. Watch your step.
To these heathens.
Watch your step.
what do you want, cat?
Watch your step.
I'll bet you anything this cat is mad because I'm wearing shoes and she can't bite my fucking toes. Dude, she loves that shit. She's like a foot fiend. She goes
Watch your
insane.
step.
They seek to ambush me without my lieutenant.
And it fucking hurts. But she's all handicapped and shit, so I can't hit her.
Ours is the true path for the Arathi.
Watch your step.
Dude, it's just.
Watch your step.
Oh, fuck.
Watch your step.
Alright, let me lock in here.
Interrupt. AOE incoming.
Lieutenant.
Watch your step. Watch your step.
Fuck, I gotta.
Interrupt. AOE incoming.
The flame. Feel Ember's wrath.
Oh my
your
god, bro.
Interrupt.
Oh man. This key is shot. I fucked it up. Fuck, man.
Feel Ember's wrath.
AOE incoming. Interrupt. Watch your step.
Flames true.
What's Josh doing? He's bodic?
Feel Ember's wrath.
Nah, he got pretty shit faced last night, so he's feeling the pain today.
Oh, okay. I seen him online.
Watch your step.
Flames true.
AOE incoming.
Oh, whisper
Yeah,
him
he's leveling
something.
his hunter. It's 59, so he's almost.
Why is he doing a hunter, man?
I whispered him earlier, and he never fucking said anything back. Cause he wants to have one. Cause I mean that's just like his favorite class, so he just wants to have one.
Yeah.
Feel Ember's wrath.
Interrupt.
He's doing a prop paladin too.
Watch your step.
Flames true.
Cause like I said, vanilla it takes it takes a long time if you do it through quests and shit. But if you got the gold and you boost,
AOE incoming.
it's it's the quickest and easiest way to have characters leveled. And then in future expansions, you got it at 60 or 70 or whatever.
I was
and
boosting a paladin.
you don't have to fucking start over.
I was boosting a paladin. I spent a little bit of gold. But I was like, man, I should stop playing a paladin. I don't think I could play like four
Watch your
characters
step.
again.
Delcry was an Arathi hero. How could the Priory force him to turn against Hallowfall?
I think this rogue and this priest are going to be a lot more fun to rank up than the druid was.
Think so?
It's like on druid, I can beat mages, I can beat rogues if I catch them first. Like if they open on me, I'm toast. But if I can, because the feral druids can see rogues better than rogues can
Yeah.
see feral druids. It's just how the classes are set up. So I could find them stealth sometimes. And if I open on a rogue, they're toast because they can't use most of their cooldowns. Like vanish is useless, and sure they can prep and try and re-vanish, but they got fucking fairy fire on them. So unless they're getting dispelled, they aren't stealthing. And being able to re-stealth is like vital for a rogue in 1v1. And mages, they can't poly me, they can't freeze me. All I gotta do is shift. They can blink, I can feral charge on them.
Yeah, it's pretty OP.
They just can't they can't keep me off of them. I can stay on them and I can fuck them up, but that's like it. I couldn't beat Shadow Priests. I couldn't beat Warriors. I could beat a Warrior, but I wasn't the right spec. There's like a spec you do where you go way down in the resto tree and then fill out the rest feral.
Watch your feet.
It's called Heart of the Wild spec, and it's like the PvP spec in Classic, but I didn't have the
Speed and
gear.
heal and height.
Yeah, it's like you have enough like resto skills to where your heals are real potent, and the PvP gear has healing and spell damage on it, so you can, you know, you can keep yourself up with your rejuve and shit. You can keep the warrior off of you, you know, through roots, and you can stun them with the bear, and you can feral charge them and root them and all that shit. Run away and moonfire, travel form out, and moonfire them a bit. Come back in bear form. I just, like I said, I didn't have the gear for it. It's real gear dependent, or else you're just, I mean, you're doing a bunch of shit to fucking get them to 60% health, and they 3-shot you. Because warriors hit like a fucking truck.
They really fucking do.
The true faithful will arise, and the Arathi will be mighty.
Dude, they're so busted in Classic. Yeah, I was talking to Josh about this last night. Do you remember Shadow Priest at the beginning of Legion?
I've never played Legion.
Watch your step.
Oh, okay. Well, like, they got, you know how in, do they still have the Madness in retail? Like that Madness bar?
It's, I don't know what the fuck they have.
Yeah, so like they got another resource called Madness, and you could generate
called,
Madness through your regular
I think
shadow
it's called,
rotation.
Yeah, I think it's called Sanity or something now.
Insanity, Insanity, Insanity. That's what it was. But they had an ability that was called Embrace the Madness. That's what I was getting confused.
Oh.
And it would increase your Insanity generation by 200%. And so as long as you had things to hit, you would never run out of Insanity, and you would never have to leave Void Form, and you would do, you know, 2 or 3 times the damage that you normally would 100% uptime almost.
Oh shit.
And I was actually I remembered it because I was watching a video about like when classes, like each class was the most busted in each expansion or whatever, all the way through to War Within, and they had some logs pulled up from the first tier of Legion. I don't remember what the raid was called, but
Demonstrate your worth.
yeah, Fury Warrior was the second best performing spec at the time, and they were averaging like 650, 670,000 DPS, something like that.
Right.
And Shadow Priests were averaging 1.4 million DPS, so they were doing like 2.5 times as much damage. They were just like so broken. That Embrace the Madness, it got nerfed like 4 different times
because
before they
it
just
was
took it out
so
of the game. It
fucked
was just
up.
too overpowered. Yeah, it got nerfed like 4 times during Legion, and then they took it out in BFA, I believe. Pretty much, yeah. Because it was just, and it worked super well with that artifact weapon, especially once you started getting artifact power and getting your talents in it.
Right.
It was, yeah, it was nuts.
Watch your step.
Legion was cool, man. That was one of the better expansions they did, but that's when I quit because it had like the best leveling experience, and it would like every class was super fun to play. But once you got to 110, it was just chores, and that was it. Like, I'd log on every day and do my 90 minutes of chores on my warrior, my 90 minutes of chores on my death knight, my rogue, my druid, my fucking priest, my demon hunter, and then, I mean, it just, that's all I did every day. I'd play for like 6-7 hours, get everybody's chores done, but that's all I did was run around doing world quests. Like there was nothing else to do. Like, and you know, after a certain point, you don't need to go to Mythics. And I wasn't raiding, so I didn't do that.
Alright.
I would go to like LFR or Pug a heroic, heroic raid, but I didn't, I wasn't in a guild, so
Watch your step.
Guides my hammer! Flame cleanse you!
and I remember I had bought Game Time to check out like the Argus shit, the last little zone or whatever that they added for the last raid tier. I went in and I started doing it, and it was just all fucking chores, and I'm doing it for like 2 hours, and then I caught myself, I was just like running in circles in this new zone, just fucking jumping from hill to hill and shit, and running in circles for like an hour, and I was like,
Watch your
dude,
step.
I'm done with this shit,
Yeah,
and
got
I have
take
never
it.
logged in on time ever since. That was 2016. It's almost 10 years ago. Or probably close to 10 years ago now.
Flame's wrath heal me.
I threw this shit, man. Fuck.
The OG Tog,
The flame
Togira, is still there. Got like 270 or 290 days played or some shit.
My Tagira.
Watch your step.
Gotta love him,
He's
man.
got Orc Warrior now.
shielded by flame's
I
light.
think I'm gonna push this shit tomorrow. I don't think I can focus.
Wrath heal me.
Yeah, I couldn't handle the cow. Because when me and Josh, when we went to, or me, Josh, and Ren, we went to Proudmoore, I was a night elf. That shit was gay. And when I came back, I was an orc, and I really liked that, so that's what I stuck with.
Watch your step.
Holy hammer. Flame
You didn't play with Mike and them?
Yeah, that was when I came back. We were all on Drak Theron in, what was that called? I think the guild was called Aftermath.
Alright. Also, you was playing with a lot with Mike before you quit.
Yeah, yeah. Well, before, so like, I played a bunch with, like, I was always raiding with Mike and Cataclysm, and then I quit because I had moved to, like, where my mom, I was living with my mom, and she didn't have internet, so I didn't play for most of Shadow or Mists of Pandaria. And when I came back, I was still playing with Mike, but I didn't, like, just because I had sporadic internet and I couldn't like play, every day.
Yeah.
It just kind of fell apart. But yeah, I was still always playing with Mike and shit. We would go, we'd do battlegrounds and dungeons and shit every time I would get on.
Watch your step.
guides my hammer.
I don't remember if Mike was playing in Legion or not. I can't remember.
Now he's,
I think he had quit by then.
yeah, now he just hates the game.
Another victory.
We tried, fellas. We tried. We tried.
Yeah, I'm not. I've watched some videos of retail, and it just doesn't look like much fun for like the way I like to play this game. It doesn't look like much fun. But I really like how Warcraft plays in. I like how it plays in vanilla, but I really like how it plays in Burning Crusade and Wrath, especially Wrath. Everything just feels so good.
Yeah.
Everything's smoothed out. You've got like a full actual good kit on everything. Like a fucking druid has a res. They have AoE heals. They got fucking they have strong casted heals. It's a lot of fun. Resto Druid is so fun in Wrath. So is Fury Warrior.
Yeah, more abilities and shit. It's always good.
And this time Burning Crusade will be even more fun because I can dual spec and I can do bear tank
Yeah, the
as
dual
my off spec
is
instead of
huge
fucking
for
balance.
PC, bro.
Because yeah, I didn't have it, so I didn't want to fucking, I didn't want to farm an entire feral set and spend 50 gold a week
Yeah.
on that bullshit. And then by the time I got to Wrath, Resto and balance gear were kind of, similar. They weren't it wasn't the best compared to you know, like what Boomkins needed versus what Resto needed, but it was still good enough to where I could, like, if I needed to be a DPS in a dungeon or, you know, whatever, I could do it.
Yeah.
But this time, I like Feral, so I wanna give it a shot. Dude, Feral in Legion was badass. Just fucking unkillable bear. You got your swipe was 360 and it hit everything. Dude, I would just hold W and do fucking heroics. Just hold W and spam swipe. It was crazy.
And never die, right?
Never. I could solo everything. Blood DK was the same way. I had a Blood Death Knight and I would just solo everything. I would go and do dungeons. I'd be top damage and top healing. I just never, I never fucking died. It was fun. Kind of want to have a Death Knight this time in Wrath as well.
Yeah. DKs are
I
fun.
never had one in Wrath. I leveled one in Cataclysm and it was awesome. I loved it, but
Yeah, I played DK and Wrath with you
Cataclysm
guys for a
itself
little
just
bit.
wasn't that much fun.
I think I was Frost, playing Frost.
Yeah, man, I can't remember. I remember your priest for sure.
That was
And I remember a mage and of course your hunter.
yeah, and then I had a DK. That was with Mike. You remember Mike was
What
in
was the DK's
fucking
name?
I think Alidi, dude. I think I named that bitch Alidi or something.
Oh, was it? That's funny.
That's the
That's
only chick
funny.
name. Cause I think my mage was Gucci already. It was already
Yeah,
taken. So like
yeah, it was
had it.
Gucci.
I
And
don't know
yeah, you
any
had
other female
Gotham
name.
with the eye
Yeah, I
on your.
think my priest. So the only chick name that I use is either Gucci
Yeah, yeah.
Or Alidi or something. That's all I know.
I just
Like, come
I
on,
just make up
what
fucking
kind of name is
retarded
Red?
names every time.
Dude, me too. Like Red Thotty. Like, what the fuck is that, man? The fuck was I thinking?
I'm
I
gonna,
I
as
don't
soon as
play
they have them
female
available, I'm
characters.
gonna name change my druid. I'm gonna go back to Mommy Tree,
I don't play female
bring it back.
characters, so I don't know what to name them, bro.
I prefer it depends on like it depends on the race, but
Yeah.
like I don't like male night elves that much.
Yeah, I don't like the
You know,
male humans,
I
so
like
like I do
female
like a
orcs
female
because
human.
yeah. And I normally do like the male human, but I went female human on my warrior this time
Yeah.
because my warrior was always a male human, orc, worgen, whatever, dwarf. Dude, I had like 6 warriors in by the time I quit in Legion. Had 6 warriors on that count, like over level 75, 80
This member's crazy over this. Hold on. Look at these kids.
on just like on different servers randomly scattered. I'll be right back. All right.
Oh fuck. Alright, man, I had to put these kids down.
Hit him with that RKO.
I had to, man. I don't want no funny stuff at 3 o'clock again. Because one of the twins went to sleep like at 10 already. So, like, I'm trying to put these other two down.
I mean, shit. I'm sure he was tired.
Then they're all tired there. It's
Motherfucker's up
been
at
all
4
day.
a.m.
Yeah, but they went to sleep and then I woke them up like around 11:30. Like, yo, get your ass up, or let's come and take you to the pool. So they spent all day at the pool. Burnt up and shit.
Hell yeah, wear him out.
Yeah.
My dad used to say, you know, if we were inside or whatever too long, go outside, get the stink blowed off you.
Yeah, yeah. But back then, you know, it's you could throw your kids outside. I was outside. My grandma and my aunt, when I was over at their house all the time, because my mom went to work, so she dropped us off over there. And me and my cousins, we'd be in the house, and she'd just kick us out and give us a gallon of water on the doorstep when we're thirsty. Only a gallon of water. There was no fucking juice.
Oh, we didn't even get that. We had to drink out of the hose.
Yeah, done that shit a couple times too. But we weren't allowed back inside, so we like, you know, played around outside and shit, burned our energy. But back then, like, you could throw your kids outside. Me, I'm not throwing my kids outside. There's no chance in hell.
Yeah, like in Miami, it's a different world.
Like, one time when like last year, bro, my kids were like, they had a thing of opening the door and running outside. And yeah, all three of them, they'll just get together, open the door, and run out. I'd be in my room playing and shit, and I wouldn't even know, bro. And it's like one time a neighbor knocked on my door. I was like, who the fuck's knocking on my door? I'll walk outside. He's like, hey man, your kids are outside. They're running around on the streets. I said, what the fuck? That was the last time they ever touched the door, bro. I'd throw them a beating, bro. I don't like whooping my kids like that, but it was mandatory that I did, bro.
Yeah, it can be scary, man.
Yeah, like, yo, at least like my neighbor across the street like ran to my house and, you know, like, bro, your kids. Like, everybody knows my kids. Everybody knows my fucking cat. But
Yeah. You live in a house, right? Like in a neighborhood?
yeah, like, it's a street. So
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like
so
you got one
you at
street,
least
one
got
block,
that
one
going.
block. Yeah. Oh, man, my whole neighbors. I've been in this house. We had this house since my abuela, my grandpa, my mom came to America back in the fucking
Oh, okay.
70s and shit. So this house has been in the possession of my family since the 70s. And mostly the people
pretty
that's like been on this block, it's been changed up, obviously, but I know
Yeah, it's
I
like a
know
lot of
them
the same people, or
Yeah.
like people who were there when you were a
since
kid.
I was a kid. Yeah, they're still here.
Yeah, that makes it a little better than just like living in a house
Yeah,
randomly somewhere and you don't know nobody.
yeah.
Got
Dude,
kids
it's just
being little
bro,
badasses.
for real. And then since the shit that happened with my wife and all the nobody could have left their house because the street was completely roped off. So that
Yeah.
everybody's seen that shit. Everybody was just they were so into it, bro.
Yeah, you know, it's hard to have anything private, but at the
Yeah.
same time,
When that
you
shit, that
got,
shit, that shit
you got
was.
somebody knocking on your door when your kids are running around the street.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love my Zoes. Say suck on fit every time I see them.
Hmm. So, do like your kids understand that, like, with your wife being gone? Or are
Yeah,
they
hell
not?
yeah,
Or were
dude.
they
Ever
old enough?
since, nah, they know, bro. They know. Like, if I sleep too long, they get scared, and they wake me up and shit.
Hmm.
Like they get terrified. If I take a nap, they're scared.
Yeah.
Like they're traumatized with that. If I'm sleeping too long, I can't sleep
Yeah, man, that
too
sucks.
long. They'll fucking wake me up.
Yeah.
But make sure I'm alive.
Mm-hmm.
They start panicking.
Because your son that's not the twin, he's older, right?
Yeah, he's 8. But the twins are really,
Okay.
they're like 7 years old. They're both. One of the twins is really traumatized. If I sleep too long, he starts crying. Yeah, but they know, man. I get infected when, like, with the 8-year-old, when they were doing the Mother Day cards and
Mm.
shit at school. Like,
Oh,
yeah, he
man.
had the teacher called me like, hey, man, he's not really doing good. He's shaking up. I was like, good lord, bro, let me get over there. Let me handle that. It's tough all around, man. Certain shit,
Yeah, man.
you know? Holidays and shit, birthdays. It's all fucked up,
Mm-hmm.
bro. But it is what it is, man.
Yeah, you don't really get a choice, especially when you're a dad. You gotta,
Yeah, dude. I got it.
especially, being a man in general, but,
Yeah.
being a dad also, it's like,
It's
gotta
tough,
buckle
bro.
down
But I
because
seen like I see
nobody,
single mothers do it, you know what I mean? And if a female could do
yeah,
it, then a man
but
could
like
do it, no questions. But they're
they
sometimes
got different circumstances though. A lot
yeah,
of them they're getting child support checks,
yeah,
they're getting,
yeah. Their
all
their
this
baby
shit. They get to
daddy's
dump the
alive and
kids
shit.
off with the dad
Yeah, exactly.
whenever they're tired of them or whatever, and it's a whole different world when she's gone.
Yeah,
And it's not, and it's like, she didn't abandon them, or like,
yeah, exactly.
he didn't get divorced or whatever.
Yeah, they can still talk to them and shit.
Yeah.
That's the tough part. Is the not talking or hearing their voice and shit. So that's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, I've actually got some old Snapchats where my dad is talking in them, and I just sit and listen to him sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a whole different ordeal than
Yeah.
losing your mom
Yeah,
when you're
yeah, of
fucking
course.
6, but
Yeah.
I mean, he's still gone.
Yeah. We all lose somebody in our lives, man, but
Yeah.
not supposed to be too early.
Yeah, right. But yeah, it's just you just never know.
Yeah, you never fucking know, bro. I honestly I had no fucking idea. No fucking idea.
So, do you mind asking me what happened? Or, like, cause I
It was
never
rolled
heard.
as
I
a.
didn't.
I went through a lot, bro. I went through a lot. Everybody said I killed her. I was the killer. All type of shit. Detectives following me. But it was ruled as a
Yeah.
accidental overdose.
Oh, okay.
And I had a feeling, but I was tired, bro. I like arguing all the time of trying to get the answers. You know you want to hear the truth, bro. But it's always
Yeah.
bullshit. But it bugs you that you're hearing bullshit and when you know it's bullshit. So went through a
Yeah.
lot to get the truth every day, bro. Every day. I had 2 jobs. I'd have to be awake at 6:30. I would have to be out the house by 6:30, so I had to be up at like 6 o'clock, get ready, and haul ass, and be there at 7.
Mhm.
And then I don't get home until 8, between 8, 8:30, and 9 o'clock p.m. So when I get home, I'm expecting to fucking eat, not to do parent shit. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I had to come home. My wife, she was always fucked up, bro, like drinking. I never
Yeah.
thought like drugs in the mix of it, cause I was so against that shit. The drinking
Mhm.
is whatever. I was alcoholic too. I was drinking in my car, driving and shit all the fucking time, and I had to cut
Yeah.
that out, bro. I had to cut that shit out. So I was trying to slow down drinking, but then I come home and she's drunk. So then I'd had to be like, yo, I gotta fucking feed my kids. I gotta go buy something since she's not cooking nothing. 'Cause she's fucked up. So boom, I'd go fucking go get something to eat for all of us. Then I put the kids down. Then I can't sleep unless she's like in bed, bro. Cause then I start wondering what the fuck
Yeah.
she's doing, or cause she used to take my car, bro. So I can't sleep until she sleeps or in the room in bed settling down, bro. That's when I can like sleep peacefully.
Yeah.
Cause like I'd wake up,
Right.
I'd go to sleep like at 1:30 and wake up at 3 like, yo, where the fuck you doing? So like I would get like, I started to go to sleep at like 3:30, 4 o'clock, and then up at 6, 6:15.
Yeah. That's fucking
So
crazy.
that was like, bro, I was going suicidal because I wasn't getting enough sleep every day. I was getting 3 hours of sleep
Mhm.
every day, every day, every day, every day. So I was thinking crazy in my mind, bro. Then
Mhm.
I eventually like came to like senses like, yo, I should stop caring. Because if I care, I'm gonna eventually die. So I had to stop caring to what the fuck she's doing. So I eased up on what she was doing, and you know, is what it is, man. That day came. It's crazy because she was fine. You know what I mean? She wasn't like,
Yeah.
nothing was on off. She was just sick one day because she went out with her friends, and I was pissed off. She didn't get home until like 2 o'clock in the morning with my kids. So I was just pissed. Didn't talk to her the whole day the next day until I got home. And then we started talking like, yo, man, you know, I don't give a fuck who you hang out with, but you're not going to be taking my kids like that. 2 o'clock in the morning. She's like, no, I'm sorry. It won't happen again. Let's just work on our relationship and shit. I was like, alright, cool. We could do that. But you gotta stop drinking. Whatever the fuck you're doing, cut it the fuck out. Like, I slowed down. I don't drink no more. I drink, but I'm not drinking and driving. I'm not going to work still drinking. Like, I cut that shit out. I slowed the fuck down. And then she was fine that night, bro. You know what I mean? She was just like, yo,
Yeah.
I thought it was like a hangover, a nasty hangover. And a friend came over, we were laughing, telling jokes and shit. And then I went in my room to play games. She was just watching the TV with my son on the couch, and I was just like, yo, I'm going to bed, man. Lay down. And then she went to go lay down in the kids' room, and I closed the door after I seen her lay down. And every morning I wake up, I woke up with a toothache. It's crazy enough, I only got like 4 hours of sleep. But I went to bed like at 4, woke up at 7:30, and I went to the store. I always go to the store, same store, my whole life, bro, and go get a Red Bull.
Mhm.
and fucking chilled there watching the Johnny Depp trial. And I chilled at the store for like an hour and a half, bro. And then I went home, and I looked in. She was still sleeping with the kids. Cool. Closed the door, and I started playing my game. And that's when like my stepson was like, "Yo, mommy's not waking up." And I was like, "What the fuck? She's sleeping. Let me go over there. I'm gonna go wake her ass up." Because it was like 12:30 by then. I was like, "Yo, wake up." She wasn't waking up. And yeah, I did my CPR. I know how to do CPR, so I did CPR, called 911, and that was it. Called her family, and her whole fucking family came over here to try to kill me, bro. Shit was the craziest, dog. It was pretty crazy for like 4 hours outside my house. Whole block off, roped off, whole station.
Yeah.
But being accused of the shit, man, it really fucked with me, bro.
Yeah, it's like that's always where it
It's
starts.
just like, yo, you know your daughter. Yeah, she used to say bad things about me, but I never hit your daughter.
Were you able to like, mend that bridge with them and so the kids can see their grandparents and stuff?
The mom, I had beef with her mom because me and her got into a physical fight because she tried to hit me with a vacuum and quartered me in my room, so I had to hit her. I don't like admitting that, but it is what it is. But ever since like that day, like she has to talk to my kids at the end of the day. So she
Yeah.
kind of like burnt the bridge and wanted to be part of their lives. But her dad, her real dad, and her real brother came to my house trying to kill me and shit. I cut them off. For one, I don't even know you. I've never met you. I met you one time. That was it. You never came to see the kids. So, and we always talked about death. Like, oh, we're not hiding kids from family members. Friends is whatever. Family, nah. If I die, my parents are gonna see my kids. If you die, your parents are gonna see my kids. But with her dad and her brother, I didn't like the way they came to my house trying to shoot me and shit. You know what I mean? So I cut them off. Like, fuck that. And then I had detectives following me for months, bro. Until like the autopsy came back. Cause these people
Yeah.
kept telling them like, I'm the one who did it. I'm the one who did it. Like, yo. But her dad, once he found out the autopsy, he wanted to reach out and apologize and shit. And me being me, and I was like, yo, man, come to my house, dog. You know where I live. Pull up. Talk to me. Her brother? I'll never let the kids see her brother. Nah, no chance.
It's crazy shit, man.
Yeah, bro. Went through a lot. Went through a lot. When I found out like what she was actually doing, bro, it really fucked with me, bro. Like, I know drug dealers, and for them to give her drugs knowing that she was my wife, bro. Like, and you didn't even tell me that shit. Like, yo, I should really like
Man,
break your ass off, bro.
drug dealers.
Yeah, they just
Drug dealers don't give a fuck, man.
nah, they don't die. And the other day, it is what it is, bro. I was a drug dealer one time too, but I wasn't selling hard shit, dog.
Yeah,
Just
it's like because you can't give a fuck. Yeah, if you're selling hard shit, you can't give a
you
fuck.
can't. So like, I mean,
That's
it's
an
what it
easy way to
is.
get robbed or killed or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. So like,
You gotta be soulless to be like a hard shit
yeah,
drug dealer.
yeah. I I just stopped talking to them. For one, I don't got a reason to talk to them.
Right.
I was just upset, like, damn, dog. You know, I knew y'all for so long, bro. You didn't even put me on game or nothing. Like, people would tell me, but I was trying to get the truth out of her. But I was like, I'm really killing myself, bro. Fucking 3 hours of sleep every day, thinking like, damn.
What was she using?
We got hooked on Percocets back in 2019, and we were on it for a whole year, right?
Yeah.
How I got off it was I lost my car. I was losing my house for my kids. Cause you gotta think, man, I was spending 150 a day
Yeah.
on pills, bro. So like, I couldn't pay shit. So I was losing a lot of things, man. And then I started seeing, like, I'm pawning my jewelry. Now I'm touching my kids' stuff. Once I touched my kids' stuff, I realized, like, yo, I got a problem, bro. Now, I don't care about my stuff. My stuff is whatever. Fuck it. But my kids' stuff, I'll never, like, nah, dog. I don't like that shit. So once I started selling my kids' shit, I was like, I got a problem. I got to get off it. I don't care about losing a house and shit, but I'm touching my kids' stuff and selling it, dog. And now I'm losing the house and shit, so I had to get off it. I thought we were doing it together, and it was torture. I'll fucking do it. Torture, torture, torture. But I fucking did it. She got weak after like a week and went back to it, sneaking it. And she told me she relapsed after I found out first. But then I was like, okay, I'm gonna help you get off it, you know, just stay focused. But she never did it, bro. I bettered myself and she kept doing it without me knowing. So she was still on it to the point where she started doing other shit like cocaine and bringing it to the house and shit. I was like, yo, what the fuck is this, bro? Go flush that shit down the toilet. Oh, just party with me, you old as fuck now. Da da da. I was like, yo, man, got kids. Can't be doing that shit. Yeah, but where's the man that I had before kid? I was like, that was before we had kids. Like, we were doing coke all day. And then I almost lost my job. You want that guy back? Like, what the fuck? You want to go to Sticks every fucking night? I drink every day? Like, it's not happening. We got kids now. Like, I'm not touching that shit no more. Did it a couple times, and then I was done with that. Like, nah, I'm not going back to that shit. I'm not going to relapse on any drugs. But she kept doing it behind my back and shit, you know, and there's fentanyl down here, bro. So she was taking.
Yeah, it's everywhere, man.
She used to take bars, Xanax, to go to sleep every night, which is okay with me. Cool. That's the only thing I was thinking she was doing with Xanax every night to go to sleep. And I used to make her take a quarter of it. They come with 4 pieces on a stick if you break it.
Yeah.
So
right.
I used to be like, yo, you take 1 piece, and you take 1 piece a day. But one doesn't do nothing. I'm like, fine, take 2 pieces and shut the hell up and put the other 2 pieces in the damn thing. And then that's what I thought she was doing. But since she was doing perks, and if perks wasn't available, she would get morphine. And then you're taking cocaine, and then you're slowing down and taking Xanax to go to sleep. So like you're speedballing in some ways, bro. You're playing with your shit, you know?
Yeah.
So she kept doing that. And then you're drinking on top of that. You know, it is what it is, bro. Fentanyl was inside her autopsy. It's a bunch of shit, you know? Alcohol, fentanyl, cocaine, MDMA, morphine. It's a bunch of shit, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's too much.
Yeah, and we're not big people. We're small. So like,
I mean, yeah, and even big, small, it doesn't matter. Like people, you know, you can't handle that shit.
Dude, your body can only take so
especially
much.
for extended periods of time.
Yeah. Like I used to do that shit back then. I'm gonna do that shit now, bro. Fentanyls and everything, bro.
Yeah,
I'm scared to do
you can handle a little
anything.
better when you're 19,
Yeah.
20 years old.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
especially after
Exactly.
having, you said, how many kids did she have
She
before
had
you
one.
got with her?
One.
Yeah, so I mean, she's fucking birthed 4 children. Like her shit's,
Yeah.
she's wore out. You know, her
Yeah,
body
bro.
is not what it was when she was 19.
Exactly.
It puts you through a lot.
A lot, brother.
Where's your stepson now?
The fucked up thing is when we talked about death, because when I got in a car accident, a bad car accident, I almost flew out the window. So we talked about death then. And when, let's say she died, I would take her son and raise him. Because I took him when I got with her when he was 4. But I knew him when he was 2. Because I knew her before we even got together. So I knew him when he was 2. He only spoke fucking Spanish. This is when I fucking first met him. But when I got with her, he was 4. And his dad never fucking picked him up. Never called him. Like, I bought him his first everything, bro. First everything, bro. He never paid child support. And the day that he moved to New Jersey, he never said bye. And then when all this shit happened, I had got all the kids taken out of here. My brother, I called my brother, pick up the kids right now. Get the fuck out of here. Take the kids. And he took my stepson. And when detectives were questioning me about my kids and shit, my wife's mother was like, yo, I want Anthony, which is her first son. And I was like, nah, no chance in hell, bro. Cause her mom's an alcoholic. And I was like, no chance in hell you're taking Anthony. You're not taking nobody, bro. You damn sure ain't taking my kids. And detectives were like, look, man, we're gonna charge you with kidnapping. You really want to go through that? I was like, hell yeah. Like, my stepson's staying with me. I'm not bringing him back. I'm not making no calls to bring his ass back. So he can go with her. She's an alcoholic, and I know she's gonna give him up. And my wife's best friend was like, she was on my side because she knew everything. So she was like, look, Mike, man, you don't want to do that. Just give up Anthony. Everything's gonna be all right. I promise. Da 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 da. And I was like, look, man, you don't understand. Like, she's gonna give him up to his dad. And we all know his dad's a piece of shit. He's like, oh, we're not gonna allow that. We're not gonna allow that. And I was like, fuck it. I called my brother to bring Anthony back, and guess what? 4 months later, that kid is now in New Jersey, bro, with his dad.
Damn.
And we haven't seen him in 3 fucking years, bro. And then she calls me crying, like, oh my god, Anthony's not coming no more. Blah, blah. Like, yo, you're the one who gave him up. I told you to let me stay with him, bro. He has no rights. He's not on the birth certificate. He's nobody. Like, you got more rights than he do. He's not on the birth certificate. He wasn't in the life. Like, you just gave up a child, bro. That has no idea who his fucking dad is.
Yeah.
Then you cry that he's not coming down for 3 years. Bro, what do you expect?
Do you ever talk to him on the phone or anything?
He acts different now, bro. Like, he's scared to talk on the phone. Like, he's scared to do a bunch of shit, bro. Like, me and his dad never saw eye to eye. Like, yeah, I used to whoop your son, bro. You should respect that shit. That there's a man raising your boy. Like, I had to whoop him, bro. There was points where I had to whoop him. Like, the one time I took a belt to his ass was because he recorded himself smoking a vape and sent it to his friend.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. And sent it to his friend. And that was it for me. I was like, look, man, I gotta do something to him. She's like, what are you gonna do? I was like, look, man, I'm gonna whoop him with the belt. Nah, I don't know. I don't know. Her mom's like, I'm calling his dad on you. I'm like, call him. Call him. He knows where I live. Like, he can pull up. He can fly down here if he really is so worried about his son being whooped. I'm going to whoop him. No, just give him to me. Blase, blase. He has problems. He doesn't have problems, bro. So I whooped him. And I guess, like, his mom told him about it. He was pretty upset. I don't talk to the guy. But I know he doesn't like me.
So how old is Anthony now? Like 12, 13?
I think he's 13 now, bro. Because he was 10 when it happened. It's been 3 years. So yeah, 13 now. You know, he hasn't been down here since all that shit, bro. And we offered, like, yo, I don't talk to him. So I have to talk to my wife's mom for her to call him, like, yo, tell him we're going to send money up for Anthony to jump on a plane and come down here. And then we'll pay for everything on the way back. No, he's not going by himself. Like, fuck you, dude. What the fuck? We'll have a chaperone. We'll pay extra money for a chaperone for him to fly with somebody when he gets to the airport. And when he comes down here to the airport, we're all going to be there waiting for him. So he's never alone, bro. No. He's not going without me. Nah, man. Nah, you're tripping, bro. That boy has brothers. I remember my kids woke up with each other all the time, man. And you just took that kid away. And now you don't let him come down to Florida. Like, you're just a piece of shit, bro.
Yeah.
They still talk. Like, my kids talk to him, play the game with him, but not like... Sometimes months go by, bro. They don't hear from him and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, that is cool, though, that they can, like, hop on Fortnite or whatever.
Yeah, man.
It's better than not being able to talk to him at all.
Yeah, they went like a whole fucking year without talking with him. It's crazy. You know, now he's bigger now, so now he's like doing other shit. But when they were all here,
he's middle school and shit.
yeah. So, but when they were all here together, I always made them do shit together. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna play the games
Yeah, because
together.
they're brothers.
Yeah. Y'all watch TV together. You're gonna do everything together. Like, everything. Like, I buy your own shit, but you guys are gonna play together. Yeah, you could play by yourself sometimes, but y'all gonna play together. But yeah, man, he's different now, bro. He barely talks to me. He's like shy and shit. Like, I don't know, man. Like, you forgot who the fuck I am or something, bro. I'm the one who took your ass to school every day, dog.
Yeah, just shit like that happens with kids. Like my sister, uh her ex-husband, he moved to fucking Maine with my nephew, and my niece stayed here. Or I mean, they live down near Houston, but
Yeah, that's still far away, bro. Fuck.
well, and like and my niece and nephew's dad is a complete piece of shit. And he completely warped my nephew into this fucking shitty, just, piece of shit human being. And my niece is a great girl. Like, she's 20, yeah, she's 24 now. She just turned 24. She's got a 2-year-old daughter, a 12-year-old stepdaughter, and she's fixing to have a son in like November. But when my sister died, my nephew, he had not spoken to his mom in years, and he was like on this pity party, like, trying to garner sympathy for, oh, my mom's dead, and he's 18 at the time. He hadn't spoken to his mom since he was like 14,
Damn. Yeah, that's a long time.
and yeah, and he's just completely twisted off into a complete piece of shit. It's very disappointing, but my
Yeah.
niece, she's such a wonderful girl. She's awesome.
Yeah, she probably
She's
had a
doing
better
so.
end
I'm
of the
so proud of
side
her.
though, man. Was it different? It's got to be different.
What do you
Like
mean?
the living arrangement for your nephew?
Oh, well, like he's 25 now.
Yeah, but how did he do when he was growing up? Away
Well,
from them.
my sister, like I said, my sister's ex-husband, he was a piece of shit. He used to molest my niece,
Oh shit.
and
So your nephew was living with him?
yeah.
So he probably
But
had it
because my
rough, man.
sister was a good person, but she would do a lot of stupid shit. Like she went to jail like 9 times for hot checks.
Damn, bro.
Like you Google my last name and it's all of Monica's. It's like, it's she couldn't stop doing stupid shit. And she was like I said, she was a good person though. And when she died, she had gotten squared away. She had the dream job that she had wanted since she was like, 19. She got it when she was 40, and then she got killed. She was a motorcycle wreck. It's a complete
Damn, bro.
accident. It
Yeah.
really wasn't anybody's fault. Like the car in front of her, I'm not too sure on the details because I never got to. I always get all I got was secondhand information. But like the car in front of her had slowed down real quick. I don't know if there was like animal on the road or if they were missing a turn or what. But my sister was on her motorcycle and she swerved left to miss the car, and there was a truck coming
Oh
right there.
fuck.
And I mean, that was it. That was it. Like it just had, it happened so fast
Yeah,
that like
yeah.
she was dead before anybody knew what happened.
Yeah.
It's a complete accident, and
Yeah. That shit is at least she didn't suffer, man.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, she was
Shit.
dead long before she even hit the ground.
Yeah. That's
'Cause
how
it was
I
on a
kind of want to
highway.
go. I want to go out instant. I don't want to have no pain. Yeah, that sucks, man. I see like my brother's kids, they got taken away. Well, at least like my nieces are with my mom and dad. But like his first son and his first daughter, they're with like my grandma and my aunts. And
Mm.
like the boy, my first nephew, like he was a baby, like a year old when he got taken away, so he's never really had a dad, bro. And my brother never
Yeah.
really fucking got them back, never. Since they grew up there, they're 12 and 14 now.
Damn.
They've been there since he was 1 and she was 3. Like, bro. Then you go ahead and pop more kids, and now you don't have no kids. Like, my nephew went to DCF. Nobody wanted to take him in. I couldn't take him in. He's in DCF now, but my nieces are like, they're good. They're with my mom and dad and shit.
Yeah, like I said, my niece, she had her childhood robbed from her by her piece of shit dad.
Yeah, that's fucked up,
And
dude.
record it. If I ever see that motherfucker, I'll kill him.
Yeah, dude.
Play it in court. I don't care. I will kill him if I ever see him for what he did to that poor girl
Yeah, that's so fucked.
when she's fucking 10 years old.
That's so fucked up, bro. I couldn't even do that shit. I don't even like thinking of people doing that shit. That's just disgusting, huh?
Yeah, yeah,
Just
and
'cause
it's irredeemable.
yeah,
Like
like
people always
I
talk
don't
about how
get it,
everybody
bro.
can be rehabbed.
No, there's no fucking
Sexual
chance, bro.
crimes,
Look,
whether
man.
I mean, I don't care, dude. I don't care if like rape period,
Yeah,
whether it's a kid or not,
yeah,
is irredeemable.
yeah.
Like you can't
For
rehab
one,
that.
no, you can't. Like, dude,
Murder can be rehabbed. Like, if robbing banks and shit, that can all you can be rehabilitated. You can be like, that's just like most of that 99% of those guys were it was a bad path full of bad choices that led them to that situation.
to do rape and shit like
Rape
that,
like
that shit is like
raping somebody
whole
is
nother level,
there's
bro.
something wrong in the brain.
Yeah,
There's something wrong and it can't be fixed.
yeah, because that shit does not happen with me. I can't even think of doing that type of shit ever,
I could never,
never.
ever.
Bro, I don't even fuck with bitches who are sorry, females that are like 18 years old, even though it's legal. I don't fuck with that.
Nah,
I
fuck that.
I have
Hell
to
no.
have them 21 and up, bro. 21 and up. Like I gotta have them 21 and up, bro. And
Yeah, like,
personally, I wouldn't even go for bitches or females that are 25 and below, bro. I like mine's like who are really on their shit. Most of the females that
yeah,
are on their
right,
shit is older than 25, like 25 and up.
right.
That's what I'm into, though. Even when I was like
Yeah, yeah,
23,
you
I
gotta
was
have your
always
shit
into
together.
like 25-year-olds and up, bro. Like I was always into
And
that shit.
granted, there's girls that come from like good families and shit and have
Yeah,
good heads on their shoulders who
yeah,
are that young, like
yeah,
21,
yeah,
22,
yeah,
but they're rare.
yeah, super.
And I mean, how do you know? You can't just pick them out of a crowd.
Yeah. Yeah. I have fun with the 21-year-olds. Like I was banging this chick, she was 19, but that's all it was. Like I'm not gonna do this shit. I'm not gonna start a relationship with that. Hell nah. I took it to the telly. That's it.
And I've just completely given up. I don't even care.
Yeah, dog. Women these days is out of
Dude,
control, brother.
I haven't even tried to talk to a woman in a year.
Yeah, I'm on the same boat.
I gave up, man. I'm done.
I'm on the same boat, bro. I don't talk to them. Like, for one, I'm a single father with 3 fucking kids. Like,
Yeah, and not like, your oldest son could, step up and do some shit. He's fucking 8.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah, exactly,
you
dude.
gotta do everything
So,
still.
like, I can't
And you got a
fuck.
couple years before.
I could fuck around, bro. Like, fucking around is nothing. Like,
But
when
that
I
shit
was,
doesn't mean nothing,
it don't mean nothing.
you know?
Yeah, exactly. It's nothing.
And you gotta have something that means something these days. It's
Mhm.
not like being 17 anymore.
Yeah, dog. Like getting older and shit. So for me, it's like, dog, I come with a big package, 3 kids. Like, a female's really gotta like be on her shit, you know, not with the child shit. Like, I get it. Everybody want to party and shit, have some fun and drink, whatever. Like, I'm for that. I can't be doing that shit every fucking day.
No.
And I
Yeah,
personally
you really
don't
can't
like.
even be doing it more than like once a month at that
Dude,
point.
I personally don't want to do anything no more, because then it's like it happened like last year. I went out with some friends to Flanagan's and started drinking. And since I was an alcoholic like several times, like once I get a taste of alcohol,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
need
It's like,
it.
why stop here?
Yeah.
This shit ain't fun
Yeah,
yet.
dude, I started going back to it, bro. Like
Yeah.
since that night. And then next thing you know, I'm over here dropping my kids off in the morning, going to my boy's house, because he always has a bottle while he's sleeping. And go inside the house and start drinking 9 o'clock in the morning, bro.
Yeah.
I had to cut that shit out, dog. Like, yo, no, I'm a single father, dog. I can't be doing this shit. The fuck am I doing? So
Yeah,
I try to stay away
when
from
I
shit like that, bro.
when I first lost my job, I started hitting it again. I drank 2 handles of gin in like 3 weeks.
Shit, bro.
And
Yeah, you got nothing
that
else
was
to
I was
do.
starting to I was start well, and I mean I got fucking gout and I can't be doing that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, you got. That's why it's good if
It's
you
gonna
have
fucking.
control, bro. You have to have control.
Well, the only
Mandatory.
reason I had, I mean, probably still to this day, I've had gout for 10 years. I think the only reason I have any control is because gout hurts so bad that it's not worth any fun I could ever possibly have on being drunk.
Yeah.
It, it's literally like being tortured. I don't know if you know anybody that has it or what, but
I do. I do
it
not.
it's like imagine like one time I had a flare up and it was just in like one knuckle in my big toe on my right foot. It hurt. It felt like somebody had gotten a nail, like a big fucking framing nail, like one as long as your finger, drove it through my toe, and it just stayed red hot for 2 days. And it just never felt better. Like I didn't sleep. You like when the air conditioning would come on, dude. Like if you exhale too hard, the wind that hits that area, it feels like somebody's holding a blowtorch to it.
Fuck. What the hell?
It hurts so fucking bad, and I wouldn't wish it on anybody.
Yeah. Damn.
It's like you put a sheet over your foot, and it's like somebody's driving a fucking tank over your toes. And then like the sheet starts feeling like it weighs 10,000 pounds, so you go to lift the sheet off, and just the sheet coming off of your foot feels it's like and the air hits your toe or your foot or whatever, and
Yeah.
it's like a blowtorch is back, and
Fuck.
it just never stops, and it's 24/7. It's like being tortured.
Yeah.
One flare up, like I said, man, like I remember like the way that my brain worked tweaked. Like how when people get tortured, they like something gets tweaked in their head permanently, and like they're different.
Yeah.
I felt that, like that happened to me, and I can't explain it because it's like I don't remember how I used to view certain things because that's just gone.
Yeah.
It completely changed, and I don't know how to explain like what's new either, but it
Yeah. Like a
completely.
different person.
It's so fucking painful, and it's awful,
Yeah.
and I just I don't want to deal with that shit. I haven't had a flare up in 3 years,
You don't drink no more.
and I mean, I can drink, but like I'll start getting like symptoms, like my hands and my feet will start swelling. I'll get sick to my stomach,
Oh
like
shit.
before I'm drunk,
Yeah.
especially if I drink beer or something.
Yeah.
Like and like my joints will start aching.
That's
Like all my
crazy. The
joints in
only
my whole
thing that
body.
I know, if my brother used to drink, right? He can't
Yeah.
drink anymore. Like he can't. But when he was drinking, like trying to drink and shit, because we were alcoholics, but he was drinking, dude, he'd be fucked up for weeks, bro. Like throwing up for
Yeah.
weeks, and he has to go to the hospital all the time, bro. Like he'll be dead. Like you'll have a hangover. It's so hard to explain it. Like how you're saying, he'll have like it's like a hangover, but it's not a hangover. He's just sick. Like something in his
Yeah.
stomach is fucked up every time he drinks. So like he'll have to dude, one time he was in my house in the shower for like 3 hours, bro. I was like, yo, bro, like I know you're dying. You're sitting in my bathtub in a chair, bro. Just letting the water hit you.
Yeah.
You gotta go to the hospital, bro. Nah, I don't want to go to the hospital, man. Nah, you're not gonna be in my
Might be
shower
like some
3
fucking
more hours.
liver
Yeah,
liver problem or something.
I think that's what it was. It was so bad because he was doing this shit a lot. He was still start drinking. Once he starts feeling better, boom, drinking. And then
Yeah.
every fucking time, bro. And then he had to go to the hospital all the fucking time, bro. But to the point where the hospital didn't know what the fuck was going on. You know what I mean? Like everything checked out fine.
Yeah.
But it got to the point where since he kept going to the hospital, they're just like, yo, this is like the 8th time you've been here for the same shit. We're gonna have to stick a tube up your butt and see what the fuck's going on in your stomach. That's what they did, but I don't think they found anything. But he doesn't drink no more. Because he knows once he
it's
does.
just not worth it.
Once he does, you're back in that fucking bathtub. Just letting the shower hit you for fucking all day, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck it is. I ain't never had that problem, but thank God.
Yeah, but yeah, I can drink. I just don't
Yeah.
much anymore.
I'll
'Cause,
drink.
I'll start to get like, even if I don't start feeling sick or gouty, like I'll get real bad heart like
Yeah.
before I'm drunk, and then I mean that's just not worth it.
I'll drink, like, if my buddies called me up and be like, let's go to Flanagan's, I'll drink. But that's it. I got real control over myself. Like, I won't go back to the alcoholic or the... I stay away from drugs, so I could flush anything down the
Yeah.
fucking toilet. It's not bothering me. I'm around fucking drugs every time I go to this corner store. But that shit has, like, no urge on me.
You know, it's funny. Today was like the school, like my high school. You know, my town is really, the town I grew up in was really small. So like instead of just having like individual class reunions, they just do a thing where every 5 years, everybody that graduated from Wolf City all goes back and they like have a block party and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And that was today, and I didn't go because I didn't want to. But the last one I went to was 10 years ago, and I had drank a 30-pack and like half a jar of moonshine, and I was
Oh
driving
my
around
God,
town. I
dude.
drove through this dude's yard and destroyed his garden and shit, fucked up his fence.
That
I got my truck stuck. Yeah, dude, I got my truck stuck in his ditch.
Oh my
Because like
God,
you know,
dude.
the town is old, so like
Yeah.
it's not like, you know how like in most towns, like each street you've got a house and then it backs up to another house and then it's the
Yeah.
next street. You got two. That town, like all the houses, it's like one house street.
Yeah.
So like most of the houses in town have a street on either side. So I was like, I'm gonna cut through this dude's yard to get to this after party. And I fucking plowed through there. My truck, it was like, it had loud pipes and shit on it. I'm out there fucking and I got stuck. It had just rained, and I got stuck in his fucking yard, and I'm out there
Oh my
flooring it.
God.
It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I threw it in 4-wheel drive, and I got the fuck out of there. Oh my God, dude!
Moonshine
Like, I
is
mean, I
deadly,
drove
dude.
straight. He had a fucking garden, and I drove straight through the center of it.
Oh my God, you're fucked up. I'd call the police on you, bro.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody did. They were. I was a GMC truck, you know, Chevrolet GMC, and he told the cops it was an F-150, so I got off
yeah.
there.
Oh my God.
They were looking for an F-150,
Oh shit.
but yeah, man, I was fucking stupid. But that's kind of the reason I didn't want to go to this one, because I knew, you know, it'd be all my old buddies, start acting like an idiot, you know, because I was a class clown in high school, so
Yeah.
like, I mean, I know I would go straight fucking back. But and like it was that, but mostly I didn't want to go because with my dad dying, you know, my dad had a lot of shit, and you know, we're still dealing with all that, and I didn't want to have to, you know, I didn't want 100 different people being like, oh, so what are you guys gonna do with all your dad's stuff? Or are you gonna sell this? Are you gonna sell this? What would you take for this? It's like, I don't want to fucking talk about that shit, dude. Like, and most of the people that would be asking those questions, like I was telling Chelsea earlier, they couldn't afford to buy the pocket lint out of my fucking shorts, like, much less a fucking classic car or a guitar, land or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to fucking deal with that shit. Because that's, I mean, that, you know, when, I mean, I'm sure you probably had to deal with it, but like, when your wife died, I'm sure there was some vultures coming around like, what do you got? You want to do something with this or that or whatever?
Dude,
And
I
it's just
had
been
bought
so
her.
bad because like Dad, like I said, Dad had a lot of shit,
Yeah, dude.
and
Yeah. Yeah.
dude, the vulture shit pisses
Yeah.
me off so
Like,
fucking
I
much.
had. She had. I bought her this. I forget the brand of it, man. Expensive shit, bro. Like hair dryer, hot comb.
Oh, that Dyson shit or whatever.
It's something else. Fuck.
But
Foxy
yeah, the shit
Babe.
that's like
Foxy Babe.
$500.
Foxy Babe shit? I think it's Foxy Babe. Let me Google this shit. Yeah, Foxy Babe. Like a hair blow dryer. I bought her the whole set, bro. And I got a deal off it. So I just bought it for her.
Mhm.
Shit like that. Her makeup vanity, all her makeup and her vanity and shit. They wanted it.
Yeah, like I mean,
That wanted. I was like, hell no,
that's.
bro. Hell
I mean,
no.
dude, like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, like her mom was like, yo, her sisters, her Jesse would have wanted it for her. Yeah, but I'm not ready to give it up. It's only been 2 weeks, and you're calling me for this?
Yeah, man,
Yo,
like the
no
dust
way.
ain't even settled. Like the
Yeah,
autopsy's not back. You guys are telling everybody
yeah,
that killed your fucking daughter.
yeah, bro. It
Go
was
fuck
crazy, bro.
yourself.
I was at war with them, bro. Especially that, I was able to, cause it took me, um, I didn't eat or sleep for like fucking 6 days. My neighbor had to keep checking on me, dog, because I was dying on my bed. Because I wasn't eating. But I was drinking like a bottle of water
Yeah.
and eating a slice of bread to stay alive. But that's not really staying alive. You're kind of slowly dying.
Yeah.
But my neighbor would check on me and fucking force me to eat something. But I'd always have detectives fucking outside my fucking house, bro. So like I was kind of pissed off and shit like that. But then you just keep asking me about fucking, let me get the hair dryer, the blower, shit like this, the Mythic vanity. Like nothing's leaving my house, bro. And then when I got better, I went to the pawn shop and I went in there like, yo, my wife, because we used to go there all the time back in the days to sell the shit when we was fucked up, when I was on the perks,
Mhm.
whatever. So I went over there. I'm like, yo, any jewelry that my wife has, I need that. And I told her the reason she's dead, blase blase. She had like 5 things in there. I got all that shit out, bro. Her ring, couple jewelry things, and those fucking bracelets that you put on your arm and you go buy little charms
Yeah.
for and
Yeah.
shit. Like everybody wanted shit, and I was just like, nah, dog. Like nah, nothing's leaving my house. Y'all couldn't even come in my house. Fuck that. It got to the point where it's like, yo, I don't even trust y'all to come into my house. I don't want y'all taking
Yeah.
nothing.
I'll never understand that shit. Like when my grandma died, like everything, like my mom lives up here. My grandma and
Yeah.
cousins all live in Houston. And there was shit that my mom was supposed to get, and it had got fucking pilfered
Oh
already
my fucking
before
god, dude. And once
before
it gets
mom
taken
could even
away,
get to it.
yeah, you can't even get it now. It's
Yeah.
too
Oh,
late.
I don't know where that is. I don't know where this is.
Mhm.
I don't know where that is.
Exactly.
Luckily, my grandma, she had like her parents' wedding ring, and then there was like, there were a few diamonds
Yeah.
and and a bunch of different diamonds and shit, and she had them all made, like put into one ring, like a white gold ring,
Oh shit.
and it's this big, dude, it's this big ugly fucking gaudy ass ring, and my mom wears it sometimes, and it fucking terrifies me because it's worth like $20,000, but
What are you walking around with that shit for?
yeah, like, but my mom said that she either wants one of our wives, one of like me, Alex, or Trent's wives to have it,
Yeah.
and if they don't want it, we give it to my cousin Lisa. Like from, my mom has two brothers, and Lisa's from the brother that lived up here. The cousins that lived in Houston, they're spoiled fucking brats, and I can't stand them. But Lisa's great, and so like, come mom's funeral, if nobody wants that fucking ring, Lisa's getting it because that's what mom wanted. I don't give a fuck about $20,000.
Yeah.
I'll pay $200 million to talk to my mom one more time. You
Yeah,
know,
exactly.
like
Like, what the fuck?
I don't give a flying fuck about 20 grand from
Yeah.
some fucking rocks.
Yeah.
Like, it's more. I care
I,
more about what my mom wanted.
yeah. I don't put when I need money. I don't even sell my wife's stuff, man. I don't pawn it.
No,
I
man.
don't like to pawning it. Pawning is my shit is whatever, bro. I don't care. I threw my ring in the pawn shop a couple weeks ago and shit, and my wife's ring one time, bro. And I had to get it back, bro. Like mandatory. That shit. Once you pawn it, or once you think it's worth money, it's gonna be on your mind, bro.
Yeah.
You know. And my wife's stuff, I don't care how poor I am, bro. I'd rather keep it and sell it, cause no money, you can't get that shit back. You know what I mean?
No. No, and yeah, it's worth 10 times to you what you could ever get for it.
Yeah, money is nothing, bro. Money is a lot
Like,
of things,
I
but it's not worth that, bro. I don't give a fuck.
neither one of my brothers ride motorcycles, but dad rode for 50 years, and I rode too, and we used to ride together
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah.
And there's a motorcycle that he bought when I was like 13, and the day that he fucking pulled up on it, I was like, man, that's the coolest fucking bike I've ever seen. And it's mine now, but that bike I could get like, $11,000 for it, but I wouldn't take 100.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck that.
I would
Memories
never, because
are stuck on it, bro.
no, I would never sell that bike
Yeah.
ever.
That's something like my big brother did. That's why I got the house and he didn't. Cause it was my fault at the end of the day. I let him in. While my mom lived in North Carolina with my niece and nephews. So my dad and my little brother was going to visit her and stay up there for like a month and shit. And I snuck inside the house, and me and my big brother were staying in here. And I always told him, don't fucking touch that door to his room. And cocaine days, you need money. And he
Yeah.
broke down the fucking door and stole jewelry, which is my mom's jewelry. And sold like a pendant and shit. Worth money, dog. Thousands of dollars, dog. And he came back to the house and he gave me like a lot of money. Like, yo, hold it down. This is when dad comes back. We have somewhere to go with this money. I found out
That's fucked.
that it was fucking my mom's shit when everything started crashing down. And my dad came back and shit. That was like, my mom was like, yo, who fucking did it? Who fucking took my mother's things? And, my brother manned up to it, like, yo, I took it. Mike had nothing to do with it. That was it. My mom didn't want nothing to do with my brother no more. Like, yo, you just took Abuela's things, man. She's not here no more. We can't get that shit back, bro. Why would you take that thing?
Yeah.
Like, that was mom's things from her mom, bro. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't touch that shit. That's why I got the house and he didn't, bro.
Yeah.
Even though, like, I had a house. Like, I was in a, I had just got a fucking, when I lost that house, I moved in to this condo by the police station, not too far from this house I live in now. And 4 months later, my dad's like, yo, we're giving you the house, save up money. I was like, motherfucker, bro, I just moved into this place. Like, you helped me get a truck, move my stuff over there, and now you want me to burn my contract, say fuck the deposit because you're going to North Carolina now, and you're trying to give me the house? Like, yo, you could have just told me this shit. Like, and I was like, yo, talk to John. Like, talk to John, give it to him. I'm good. Oh no, your mother's not giving the house to him. No chance in hell. I was like, look, man, what are you gonna do with it? We're either gonna lock it up if you don't take it, or we're gonna sell it. I was like, nah, you're not gonna sell this shit. I'll just move in, whatever. Since you won't give it to John, I'll move in. If my brother never stole that shit, and actually stopped being a bum, and got a fucking job instead of selling fucking drugs, and living off his wife, then he would have had the house. He would have had a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
But if you don't do shit, nobody's gonna just give you shit, bro. It doesn't work that way.
Nope. Not at all. Not at all. You know, Alex and Chelsea are at that reunion party right now.
For real?
Yeah.
Nice, man. You
They
didn't
left.
go?
They went at like 10 o'clock. Nah, I live in a different town. I mean, it's like 20 miles, but I didn't want to go.
Yeah. You don't live far from your brother, though, right?
No, like I said, it's like 20 miles.
Yeah.
Which out here, you know, 20 miles in Miami is an hour. It's like 20. It's like 20 minutes. You know, it's not far.
Yeah.
But man, it was like 10 o'clock at night, and I hadn't shaved in 3 weeks. Like, nah.
Yeah, you're like, fuck it, man.
And like I said, man, and I would be showing up sober. It's 10 o'clock. These motherfuckers have been drinking since 3:30. Nah.
Yeah, you gotta catch up.
Ain't nah. And then get 20 miles home on
Yeah.
the highway. You know,
Yeah, fuck that. That's just shot.
when the whole fucking county knows that there's a block party in Wolf City, so watch the roads.
Yeah.
No, not happening.
Yeah, fucking. My brother used to stay not too far from me, 10 minutes away. But now I don't know where he stays. I don't do nothing with my brothers, anyways. One brother is a stuck-up little fucking piece of shit, and the other one, he's just doing the same shit that I used to do when I was 22.
Yeah, but he's older than you, isn't he?
By fucking 13 months.
Yeah, so he's what? I mean, you're 30. Are you 35 yet?
I'm 34. He's 35. He's 36, and then
yeah,
I'll be
yeah.
35. We'll be the same age. And then 1 month later, like I'm about to
Yeah.
turn 35 in July, and then in August he'll be 36.
Right.
So we'll be the same
Okay, I
age
gotcha.
for literally 30 days.
Yeah, because I couldn't remember. I knew you and me were
37
close the
days,
same
to
age.
be
Because I just
exact.
turned 30. I turned 34 last month.
Yeah. So I'll turn 35 in literally 15 days, and then we'll be the same age for 37 days. Some shit like that. His is August 27. But he's still doing the same shit. The fuck? What can I do with him?
Yeah, some people just don't fucking learn.
I don't want to do drugs. I like having my kids.
I got a buddy. He was my. He's one of my buddies from the partying days.
Yeah.
And you know, back then, man, we used to have a lot of fucking fun. We do a lot of stupid shit.
Yeah.
But
It gets to a point
this
where it's
mother,
just
he was well, he was 3 years older than me, and he had a son back then, and he was still going hard. And like, you know, time went by. I got gout. I couldn't fucking hang anymore, so I kind of drifted out of it. He's still going. And he's fixing to be 38 years old.
shit.
And he's still fucking going, and he's got 2 more kids,
Damn,
and
bro.
his other son is 14 now, like, and
Yeah.
he's still fucking going. Anyway, I mean, he's big, you know, like we were like fat buddies together, like we would go and eat fucking food all the time together and shit. and he's like, he's fucking around, getting his nose dirty and shit, and he's 38 years old and he weighs 300 pounds. Like,
Yeah.
dude, you're gonna fucking die. Then
Yeah,
what?
dude.
What do you got with your kids?
I'll be telling my brother that
What
shit
do your
too.
kids got?
Like, bro, what are you doing, man? Like, now you don't have no kids. Like, you got no kids, bro. And here you are. You're one of my nephews in DCF, bro. You're not even trying to get him back. Like, what the fuck, dog? You're not gonna be able to get him back, like, in a year. There's no chance in hell. But, like, be in his life, man.
Yeah.
Call him. Talk to him. Go visit him. You got rights. Go visit him.
Yeah.
Visitation.
Be his fucking dad.
Yeah, like my niece and nephews, they're with mom and dad. Bro, at least give mom and dad some fucking money. Y'all gotta give them fucking $300 every month. Just shoot them like 50, 70, whatever the fuck you got, bro. Give them some type of money and take care of your kids. Like all that, you still doing the same shit. It's just like, bro. It's a time where that shit got old to me, bro. Like I've made a promise to myself when I was homeless for a whole year. My first day on the streets, bro, at the corner store, on the side of the corner store, I saw, we call him Unc. I didn't know the guy at the time, but I knew he went to jail and he served prison time for robbing a brink truck back in the 90s, and he did hard time, prison time. And I seen him on the side of the store my first day being homeless, bro. He was sharpening a screwdriver on the side of the road, bro, the sidewalk, sharpening it. And he was just like, I've been out here for 30 days. I wish a motherfucker fuck with me. And I was like, yo, damn, I don't want to be like that. Like, cause I'm only on day one.
For sure.
Am I going to be like that in day 30? Like, I made a promise, like, yo, and then we started like hanging out there and we seen the people who we're about to be friends with and shit eventually, and when time goes on, but we seen them getting drunk all the time, and these are like older people. Like, damn, like that's what we're gonna be doing. Like, I was like, yo, I promise I'm not gonna end up like that, bro. Promise you I'm not gonna be out here like that. I'm not gonna be in my 30s drinking.
Was that after you got out?
What do you mean?
Didn't you go to jail for a while?
Nah, man, I never did more than a week, bro.
Oh, okay. Because I remember you had that fucking dumbass felony charge, but
Yeah,
I didn't
that
know
was
if you
the
had
time.
to do time for it or not.
Nah, I did. When I caught my felony charge, I did 1 day. Yeah, I did 1 day. Pre-trial got me out. But when I
okay.
when I went to court, I was nervous as fuck, cause misdemeanors is whatever, it gets thrown out sometimes, or it's a ticket or it's a program.
Right.
Felonies is like I went to court, right? I went to the wrong courthouse.
It's like a legit court case.
Yeah, I went to the wrong courthouse, so now I'm going to the right courthouse mad late. And since I showed up late, like 30 minutes to 40 minutes late, now I have to wait for the judge to finish doing her cases to these people, right? So I'm sitting down, and I told her I went to the wrong courthouse. I'm sorry to being late, blase blase. I'm watching people getting sentenced to 7 to 10 years prison, bro. For like 20 minutes. 20 minutes. I'm nervous as fuck. Because this bitch is sending all these people to prison to 7 to 10 years, bro. Nobody's getting a break, bro.
Yeah.
Like, for 20 minutes, I'm watching this shit. I'm scared as hell now, bro. Like, yo, what? Now it's my turn to go up there. I'm nervous as fuck, bro. Yeah, I'm nervous, bro. So she was like, why are you nervous? Why, what's going on? Are you on something? I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm just, I am nervous. Like, I seen everybody get sentenced. She was like, nah, I think you're on something. I was like, no, ma'am. It's 9 o'clock in the morning, 9:30 at this time. She was like, nah, nope, no chance. I'm drug testing you. I was like, you could do that? Like, what am I gonna do? And they got a cup and everything, bro. In the courtroom, bro. I had to go in the little cubby place with the guard. With the guard, bro. Watching me take a piss, bro. And he's like, look, man, if you're dirty, just go out there and tell her you're dirty. He told me in the room, yo, if you're out there and you're dirty, you just go out and say you're dirty, you need help. So that's the first thing I did, bro. Because I knew that piss was dirty. I go out there and like, look, Your Honor, I got a problem. I need help. She was like, sit down. And then once the thing was done, when he was done testing, he read everything and I was dirty as fuck. So she sent me to the box with the people that are going to prison for 7 to 10 years, bro. So now I'm going to jail with these guys. And she didn't take me out for like 4 days, bro. So I spent like 4 days. And then when I came back, she was like, are you sober now? I was like, yeah. The fuck? It's been 4 days. And I wasn't supposed to have nothing on my record, bro. So it was on my record, like on my background, but I was still able to hold a gun and carry a gun. But since that shot out the window, she was just like, look, we're gonna give you a program. You need help. You got too many drugs in your system. I was like, all right, how do I get out of jail? I don't want to go to jail no more. Probation. I was like, changed my life right there. Probation, like, what's more important, drugs or your freedom? Easy to me, bro. Freedom.
Right.
You fucking idiot.
Sure.
The fuck I look like going back to that shithole. I don't wanna, like, I'm not gay, but I had to shower in front of like 5 fucking dudes. Like, you really want to go shower in front of 5 dudes? Like, nah, dog. The fuck? I want to eat when I want to eat. I don't want to starve fucking 7 hours. The fuck?
Yeah, when I went to the probation office for the first time, you know how they make you like, or do they make you read like a little like paragraph thing to them to figure out how well you can read or whatever?
Oh yeah, you gotta go through all that.
Yeah, so like I read the thing to him, and I finished, and I looked at him, and he was just like looking at me weird. I was like, what? He was like, well, nobody's ever read it that well before. I was like, dude, this is a fucking 3rd grade. Like,
Yeah.
I think the biggest word in the motherfucker was like consequences or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, like, what do you mean? Like,
Yeah. It's a lot of
I know 8-year-olds that could read this shit better than me.
Yeah.
It just blew my fucking mind. And like, I never got tested once.
Oh,
I never, you know,
yeah, it's good.
like,
he wasn't on you like that, huh?
that shit was easy.
I had to do
Well, like, and I found this place that, like, if you would go, like, cause you know, I had so much community